The inner child in each of us knows that toys mean a lot to kids. Some influential toys, however, make a difference in society as a whole. You may remember some of the following from your own childhood, and others may even live in your children's playrooms right now. See how many of these you remember. Before we start, if you guys find this video interesting, please let us know by smashing the like button. And if you enjoyed the contents on our video playlist and want to see more, just click subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get the latest updates. Without keeping you waiting, here are the 12 toys that gave all kids great laughter and made their childhood days memorable. Number 12. Cabbage Patch Dolls, 1983. These dolls were the first toys not tied to a popular TV, movie, or comic that not everybody had to have and nobody could find. A December 1983 Time article described parents knocking over display tables, grabbing and shoving each other just to get one for their kids. By billing each doll as unique, each one came with adoption papers and a birth certificate. The makers of Cabbage Patch dolls were able to create an urgent sense of demand, a strategy mimicked by Beanie Babies, ZhuZhu pets, and more. Number 11. LeapPad, 1999. Introduced in 1999 to help kids master reading, this talking book was the first toy that aimed to make learning fun. While learning, kids will think that they were playing and could do it on their own without their parents. LeapPad also paved the way for Tech's Orange and Purple V-Smile, which debuted in 2004 to help preschoolers hone motor skills through a Winnie the Pooh game, as well as countless other educational gaming consoles, including a new launch of its own. But still, if you go down the learning aisle, Leapfrog and Tech dominated. Number 10. Rubik's Cube, 1974. Popular since early 1980. More than 350 million have been sold worldwide since it was invented 40 years ago in Budapest by architecture professor Erno Rubik, making the cube one of the best-selling puzzles of all time. There are a maddening 4,3,2,5,2,7,4,4,8,9,8,5,6,0,0 different ways to twist and turn it. Today, there are annual tournaments held to reward the fastest solvers, and the Transformers toys have adopted a similar mechanism. Rubik's Cube was appealing since people love to play games that involve mastery, and the harder you work at it, the better you get at it. Number 9. Star Wars Figurines, 1978. Ever wonder why every summer blockbuster seems to come standard with a line of toys? Credits Star Wars 1977 marketing campaign, which encouraged people to buy empty boxes with coupons redeemable for collectible Star Wars-themed toys. That opened up the collectible category and made collecting cool. Likewise, the popularity of Marvel toys can be traced back to Mego, which helped license action figures for Marvel and Star Trek characters. Number 8. Doc McStuffins, 2012. The toy line based on the Disney Junior animated TV star who is doctor to her stuffed animals was the first black figure to become popular among kids of all races, boasting $500 million in sales last year. This is a big statement about how the world is finally changing, because it means kids are buying the doll, not because of the color of its skin, but because of the character of the person. Number 7. Super Soaker, 1990. This pump-action water gun literally blew its competition out of the water, so to speak. Before NASA engineer Lonnie Johnson invented and licensed it to the Laramie Corporation, later acquired by Hasbro, in 1989, water pistols were cheap throwaway toys that you gave to somebody at a birthday party. The Super Soaker changed the summer toy aisle, so now there's an aisle of Super Soaker-esque water pistols that shoot 30 to 50 feet of water into the air. Number 6. Easy Bake Oven, 1963. Cooked up in 1963 by Kenner Products, now part of Hasbro, it was the first toy that allowed kids to make edible food, a brand new category of play. Now stores feature devices that make s'mores, snow cones, cotton candy, cupcakes, and most recently, cake pops. Number 5. Chatty Cathy, 1991. The concept of talking doll started with Chatty Cathy. The doll was the first portable interactive doll that said things like "Let's play house" or "I love you" when children pulled her drawstring. Mattel made it from 1959 to the mid-1960s, paving the way for the 1986 launch of Teddy Ruxpin, the first interactive stuffed animal or plush toy. Kids inserted a cassette tape in its back, and it would talk, and mega-popular talking plushies like Furby, Tickle Me Elmo and Hasbro Furry Friends. Number 4. Nerf Bow and Arrow, 1991. The Nerf bow and arrow launched the toy blaster market when it was introduced in 1991. Up until the 1980s, Nerf had always been the hoop and basketball, so the bow and arrow changed Nerf's entire brand to where it is today, which is more of a blaster with foam darts. Today, the brand, owned by Kenner Products and now Hasbro, counts on the popularity of the Hunger Games bow hunting heroine Katniss Everdeen to sell blasters, especially to girls, while its influence market-wide can be seen in the emergence of Zing Toys, a line of foam darts and slingshots, and the secret line of blasters Mattel revealed in April that are designed to fire more accurately than Nerf ones. Number 3. G.I. Joe, February 2, 1964. No one thought boys would play with a doll until Hasbro introduced G.I. Joe in the middle of the Cold War as an action figure named after government-issued Joe, the World War II nickname for regular soldiers. He's an everyman, but he's a hero, a singular individual who gets things done. Joe paved the way for other action figures, specifically spies like the female private detective Honey West and the man from UNCLE, as people were fixated on espionage during the Cold War. But his most enduring impact may be his bendable frame. You couldn't bend Barbie's knees or her elbows, but a kid could pose G.I. Joe doing almost anything. There were a lot of action figures that came out after Joe that didn't have that kind of articulation, and they did not sell nearly as well. Number 2. Barbie, March 9, 1989. Sales may have dropped recently, but Mattel still claims a Barbie doll is sold every 3 seconds, which would make the billion-dollar brand the world's most popular doll for girls. And she's a pretty good role model, having held more than 150 careers, including doctor, scientist and lawyer, since her debut in 1959, and always keeping an active lifestyle. Barbie was the first incarnation of the adult version of a doll that would allow girls to envision what they want to be when they grow up. Barbie also embraced cultural diversity before many Americans did. Barbie's first African-American friend debuted in 1968, and the first African-American version of herself debuted in 1980. The doll has staying power because it has changed and grown with the times. Before showing you the most influential toy of all time, here are some honorable mentions of some impressive and memorable toys that deserve commendation. Number 1. Lego, 1949. Never mind that Lego is the world's biggest toy company, bringing in $2.3 billion in the first half of 2014 compared to Mattel's $2 billion, and that it has spawned action figures, TV shows, a fan conference, and, most recently, a hit film. Since its debut in 1958, Lego has also redefined the potential of playthings, allowing kids to build permanent structures from scratch, in all kinds of shapes and sizes, and take them anywhere they want, says Silver. That has had a massive impact on the toy and gaming industry. Minecraft was born from its creators' experience playing with Lego, and especially its younger players. As Walsh puts it, I hear more stories about people who have become architects and engineers because they had a love for building with Legos than I have heard people say, "I became a lawyer because I had a lawyer Barbie." Throughout the decades, children all over the world experienced the love, happiness, and excitement given by toys. From birthday surprises to special occasions, toys really are reliable in giving joy to kids. Although times have changed and gadgets have become dominant in terms of kids' entertainment, we shouldn't forget that these reliable toys are still ready to give a smile to kids who just want to be creative and play hands-on. Was it nostalgic for you as we went through the countdown? What's the most memorable toy you have received that you still keep? What are the retro toys that you want to go back on the shelf so that kids in this generation will know how fun the days back then? Please shout it out down in the comments and let us know and tell us more. And also, if you want to give your family a surprise gift for any special occasion, you can always check out our website and look for creative and adorable gifts. This has been Music Chests, your toy trend historian, signing out.